Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another one of these, man. It's Thoughts of a Predicate Winner. You know what it is. You know what we do over here. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to smash that like button or smash that subscribe button for me. Help propel me into the algorithms. Or if you're an old school Thoughts of a Predicate Winner head that keeps coming back over and over again, but for whatever reason you haven't hit that subscribe button and that like button yet, shame. I'm just messing with you, man. I hope this can be the day that I earn it, as unfortunately there is still about 40% of y'all that are returning viewers that just for whatever reason haven't hit those two buttons. Listen, man, we got to get into some Upchurch. It is what it is. I'm a very middle-grounded person. I just state what I see as factual, and I normally don't tie in opinions unless it's my opinion on art. And I've told y'all many times before that I try to separate the art from the artist for that specific reason. Today I'm picking a side. Today I no longer sit in the middle. Today I'm no longer a quote-unquote fence sitter. Today, I'm making a choice and a decision that I will no longer be a part of even reacting to and reviewing Upchurch's art until actual proof and evidence is found on his latest accusations. Let's get into it. What's up? What's happening? Thoughts of a Predicate Winner. The sole purpose of this channel, in a bad place or in a bad mood or you're tired, this is something that can kind of help pull you out of that, is to react to, review, but you gotta fall in love with the process and you can't worry about the outcome. And that's what he's saying here. And break down music that pulls on your heartstrings and makes your soul bleed. That freaks me out, but that scares me almost. In a good way. Like and subscribe if you're new. Comment if you hate. Let's go. All right, now before we get into this, before we even get into the latest videos and the latest accusations, I do want to say that it is important to hold people accountable for the things that they say, for their actions, especially when they have a fan base of massive size. Especially when they're influential to said massive fan base. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down. I'm going to get into it, man. Let's go ahead and roll this clip. Let's start right here with Jose.
Up to some shit that I see Justin posted. And Justin, of all people, should know not to play with a situation like this, because he was accused of actually drugging and raping a girl at his event. And it's crazy that you would get on there and laugh and giggle and use that girl's picture and say that the first thing you think is that we're thinking about dropping an album, and you don't think that Ryan, we ain't already had a conversation and he don't see right through the bullshit just like any other person does that has common sense. Also, on top of that, to even think that that's what we would be thinking about is dropping an album right now is fucking absurd, and just shows that you're doing all this for clicks and clout and views.
Oh, Justin, Tom, y'all motherfuckers wish. These motherfuckers, they think people are stupid. Motherfucker, Nashville's getting busted for sex trafficking right now, and you the only motherfucker that's been around here with your goddamn friends not doing anything.
Right out the gate, bro. Listen, I have been told in a couple of different comment sections that maybe they alluded to the fact that these guys were creepy and dish records and stuff like that and said that they were doing freak stuff. This is my stance, and I'm going to take this stance and I'm going to stand on it, and there's nothing that any of you can do to sway me or move me from my stance. If you throw this type of allegation on somebody without factual evidence and proof, you're a sucker. You're a sucker, man. There's nothing that you could do to strip yourself from it. There's nobody that you could run to and get validation from. You do not, as a man, especially a man that says that you're a value, code, ethic, and morale, throw this and stick it to somebody's jacket without substantial evidence, factuality, and proof. And if you have said factuality, said proof, that's what you should be putting out, not your opinions. You're running around like CNN out here, bro.
What the fuck was you here for, bitch? Didn't you come here to make music? You didn't make nothing here. You or fucking Midget Adam or any of y'all fucking cunts. Y'all didn't make nothing. Where the fuck is the shit that y'all made while you're in Nashville? Exactly. No fucking where. So what was you doing here? You had to be doing something. What was you doing? Walk around with your finger in your ass? I don't find it coincidental that Nashville just came out and said that they busted a fucking party planner for being a sex trafficker. What are you, bitch? A fucking party planner. Although I'm a musician.
Is he been busted? Have you seen that? Have you seen that he's been cuffed by the feds? Have you seen any charges? Have you seen anybody remotely say anything about him being said trafficker? Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. And I follow pretty closely to these guys' pages, man. I mean, I'm a commentator on the sport that they play ball in. Church, I got to be real with you, bro, and all of y'all. I don't care if you're a Church fan. I don't care who you're a fan of, bro. This is super overstepping. This is super overstepping. This is going crazy. This is absolutely. This blows my mind, man. I don't understand. I truly don't understand how you're just going to throw this at somebody's jacket. Not just one man's jacket, but a whole bunch of men's jackets.
Musician. Well, you came here to make music and didn't make none. So you've done something while you were here.
That's crazy to say too. Like, bro, how do you know? They've literally taken so many pictures in studios. They have released a bunch of music together. Maybe not in the form of a country album or in the form of a posse, but they do have posse cuts that have come out that probably were recorded in that time frame. I know for sure that the Hard Target, Simple Man, Just in Time, and Adam Calhoun was recorded during that time frame because I talked to Hard Target about it.
It's fucking odd that, what do you know?
And a lot of y'all Church fans are going to come out and say, well, Nelson, that's what they would say. You know what I mean? That's what they would say. Because, think about it, bro. If they were actually out here sex trafficking, then they would totally say that they were recording in the studio that they were taking pictures at, but that's not really what they were doing in that studio because church says so. Provide substantial proof and substantial evidence, or do not throw this at a man's jacket. Sucker stuff, bro.
There's a bunch of fucking sex rings being busted around here, and y'all
Crazy,
have no
dude.
fucking tangible proof of what you did while you're here. You just came here, you had a big fucking meet.
Matter of fact, let's cut to the chase. Let's just cut it out right now. If you are one of my Christian followers, if you are somebody that follows this channel for my Jesus takes, and you're the type that gets offended by cuss words and whatnot, I don't know what you're still doing here after seeing him throw out all these cuss words as it is. But maybe this might be the video that you need to turn off. Maybe you don't need to be in this video. Just giving you a forewarning. Okay?
A sex trafficker. What are you, bitch? A fucking party planner. Although I'm a musician. Well, you came here to make music and didn't make none. So you've done something while you were here. It's fucking odd that, what do you know? There's a bunch of fucking sex rings being busted around here, and y'all have no fucking tangible proof of what you did while you're here.
Ryan, you deserve to have your shit split, dog. You deserve to have your whole face carved in. I'm just letting you know, if you throw something like this on me, it ain't just up when I see you. I'm going to look for you and find you so that it can be up. This is crazy. And the comments are even crazier, bro. I was the only one that commented that I could see for miles. There was just like, is this really what we're doing? We're really throwing this on these guys' jackets? Like, I know that there was a rap beef. I know that y'all don't like each other. I know that the beef is real. But even to my worst enemy, I swear to you, bro, and I've had some real gnarly, ugly beefs. I have people that I have considered enemies that I hate. Try to forgive everybody today. I try to live my life by a biblical standard today. I try to follow Jesus today. I try to turn the other cheek today. But if you throw something like this on me, God be with you.
You just came here, you had a big fucking meeting, bragged about this album that never fucking came out. Never. What, you think nobody's gonna sit here and be like, I wonder if Justin set up Hozier with this chick? What are you gonna do, laugh and giggle about it? Go ahead, laugh and fucking giggle about it. Because guess what? One of your fucking friends, and come on, you know you...
And I'm going to be real with you too, man. Just different thoughts that I'm having throughout all of this, right? Like, you got songs with Buddy, bro. Not Justin, but you got songs with ACAL. You got songs with Tom, the foreigner. The foreigner. You got songs with a lot of these dudes that you're throwing these accusations at, bro. You hang out, like, you talk crazy about Jelly, but you hang out with Yellow Wolf. You claim that Yellow Wolf is like, you know, he loves you. Why don't he mess with any of these other dudes? I got to tell you, homie, Yellow Wolf got a lot of love for Jelly Roll. And you've been in his house. You know what I'm saying? Playing pool with him. I've seen it because I follow Yellow Wolf. What's up with you? You know what I mean? If that's really happening, and all this stuff that you're trying to throw, all this shit you're throwing at a wall, hoping that it sticks, if that's real, then what you been doing, bro? If you're really this, you know, Sons of Anarchy, country boy, outlaw, why are you letting this kind of thing ride in Nashville? Because I don't doubt that the feds were there. I do doubt that it has anything to do with ACAL, bro. I do have a doubt that it has anything to do with Justin Time. As a man of code, dignity, and honor, I don't understand how you could just throw this at somebody's jacket.
Well, he documents everything. One of your fucking friends hit me up when Hozier was here about a year or two ago. And they said, hey, bro, you want me to send a bitch over there to fuck his shit up? I said, what are you talking about? They said, you want me to send a girl to meet up with Hozier and seduce him to do something to him? I said, no.
Nobody even talks like that. Nobody talks like that. Do you want me to send a girl over to Hozier to seduce him? And then, after she seduces him, she'll do something to him then. It sounds like you read that out of, like, How to Be Jax Teller. Like, what are you doing, bro? I can't figure it out. And all the people that follow you, and I've tried, church. I've tried, bro. I've tried to, like, I literally have, like, in every video that I've ever done about you, I've been 100% fair. In my Creeker 3 review, I separated everything that I thought and just, hey, this is dope. This is dope. I've been super fair. In the last video I did about you in this manner, I was super fair. That's something that your fans can't say I wasn't. I've been hella fair to you. But as you say later on in this video, which I'm about to jump to, let's go ahead and get there now because you're just talking nonsense anyway.
So yeah, fuck you. Or you ain't got balls big enough to speak up and say your opinion about it, to get on a side. Because motherfucker, regardless of whose side you're on, motherfucker, we want to know. Yeah, but we want to know what side you're on.
Let me make it abundantly loud and abundantly clear. I'm not on your side, bro. I'm not on your side. And I am the type of dude, if I ever see you, I will say something, bro. I'm not a violent person. I ain't coming around looking for a fight. I mean, trust me, it's whatever. But I will say something to you if I see you. And I'll challenge you, bro. And you can call me anytime. You can text me anytime. Colby, you can call me anytime. You can text me anytime. I'm going to give you the energy that I'm giving you here. I'm thorough, bro. Y'all are trash, bro. Y'all are white trash. Y'all are white trash, bro. Y'all are the definition of white trash. I'm disgusted by this behavior. It's sick. You have a sickness. I don't care if it's drugs. I don't care if you're on drugs. I don't care. I don't care about the stories about you. I don't care about what they spread about you. I care about what you're spreading. You're throwing this crazy narrative on these dudes in their jackets, and you're hoping that it sticks. That's crazy, dog. It's literally nuts. All right, we're cutting out of that one. In the rest of this video, all he does is talk about fence sitters and how fence sitters are just as much of a problem. F the fence sitters. And then he goes on to talk about F Jelly Roll, F Broadnax, F anybody that stands on the side with them, F anybody that's friends with them. He's very consistent in this. And he doubled down, tripled down on it. That essentially Just in Time and Adam Calhoun are they're leading an organizational sex trafficking ring with no substantial evidence, no proof whatsoever, just spewing bullshit at the wall and hoping that it sticks. I'm sorry again for my language. I get kind of hot about stuff like this, bro, especially when I feel like I'm defending people of good merit and I'm defending people of good character, which I feel like I'm defending people of good character and good merit. And if I'm wrong, I will come right back on here and I will say that I'm wrong. But in order for me to be wrong, you got to prove it, big homie. I got to see these dudes. I got to see the feds tie their hands behind their back, take them in on charges. Adam Calhoun is somebody's father. Adam Calhoun is somebody's husband. You're somebody's father. You're somebody's husband. What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. Here we go.
Did you hear that?
Not all. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. You paranoid, schizophrenic, psycho.
Maybe I'm tripping. I thought I heard somebody say it's over for the bad guys.
Prove it. Prove it, bro. Proof. They say that proof is in the pudding. Truth shall set you free. Opinions will not set you free. I don't even believe, you know what's real sick, bro? I don't even believe that this is your real opinion. I don't even believe that that's your opinion. Man, you're a real sick and twisted. You're a sick and twisted individual, dude.
Probably just a bird. I'm doing rapping.
Check the title. That's really what I haven't even listened to this bullshit yet, but check the title. Jelly Roll and Adam Calhoun just came to my house and tell me that I'm going to DIE.
Rice.
Y'all believe that? I saw the picture of Adam and Jelly Roll. Shout out to ACAL. Shout out to Jelly Roll. That was a beautiful picture, a beautiful moment. Beautiful. Just Jelly Roll is such a beautiful soul to me, bro. And really, Adam seems to be one of those same types of dudes, bro. That's just like hands down a real dude that'll do anything, give the shirt off his back for the people that he loves. I see that even in their actions with you, church. You seem
You're doing great.
no.
Keep on doing rapping. Look at these dudes. I'm y'all. Damn.
As opposed to what? Doing rapping. Yeah, I'm making music and I'm rapping and I'm doing what my fans want me to do, as opposed to what you're doing? What you want? That's what you want ACAL to do? You want him to get online and you want him to talk like he's Stephen Hawkins about the rest of the world and how everybody except for me is a child trafficker and everybody except for me is wrong and I'm the only one that's right. And here, while we're at it, take a look at my colorful little pictures that I made. And also, while we're at it, I'm eating eggs like a real rebel. You know what I mean? I'm a real rebel, boy. I eat eggs. And also, I'm going to showcase my skills as a rapper on one song that really sucks bad. And that's what you want Adam to do, bro? Because that's the only, I don't understand. Like, what's the seesaw effect here? As opposed to what? Yeah, they're rapping their asses off. Jelly Roll is on top of the world. You think you're bigger than Jelly Roll. That's a big part of your problem. You think you're bigger than these people that you speak ill about. I heard it in the Kobe interview, bro. Kobe was like, you know what's crazy, man? It's crazy that here you are inviting me over. I'm sitting on your couch, bro. Here you are inviting me over here. We're hanging out. You don't see Kane Brown doing that. You don't see Jelly Roll doing that. Kobe, God bless your heart, bro. You're a youngin'. Kane Brown and Jelly Roll are 17 times bigger than Upchurch will ever be. Ever. What are y'all talking about? Jelly Roll is the biggest thing in the world right now. It's like Taylor Swift, Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll's probably bigger than Drake at this point, bro. What are you talking about? Kane Brown sells out arenas. How do I know? Because he sold out an arena in my hometown. My wife went to it like a little bird. Shout out to my wife. Love you, baby.
I'm not your dad. If I was your dad, you'd act, well, not like that.
Nah.
Y'all don't like me because I'm Davy Crockett, son.
Son. Y'all don't like me because I'm Davy Crockett, boy. You sound like I did when I was like 9 and I was outside and I was like, you wish you could be me. I am Superman. Like, your childhood heroes, bro. You are a grown-ass man, a grown-ass adult. I think you're married. If not, your baby mama lives with you and you got your kid and you're outside looking at the sun, talking to your camera phone, talking about your Davy Crockett. Oh, hell nah. Hell no, bro. Imagine what that looks like on the other side of that camera. You know what I mean? That's something that I think about in my videos, in my content. I would like to say that I don't look like a total dumbass douchebag on the other side of this camera. Like if somebody walked in and saw me recording, I wouldn't look like a total utter loser idiot. Church, if someone walked around the corner and saw you recording this, they would be like, what a loser, bro. Oh my God, what a loser.
Yeah. Well, poor old Southern boy finally made it to y'all's financial level. Well, actually past y'all's financial level.
Who you talking about, Jelly Roll? You passed Jelly Roll's financial level? That's what you're trying to say, bro? I don't know.
And y'all are like, you want to be on our weirdo team? I'm like, nope. Davy Crockett don't do that. Sorry, player. The more dots I connect, the louder he gets.
You tripling down that they are leading a trafficking ring. It's the next day, I believe, because I think the majority of that was recorded last night. This is the next day. This is today, about 8 hours ago. And you were tripling down with no evidence.
The more they doing rapping.
If you really even believed this, if you really believed it to be true, the last thing that you would be doing is making fun of their rapping skills.
The more they're trying to do and discredit it. What is it? Monday. It'll be.
I can't
Upchurch
listen to.
Go nowhere. He don't
minutes
hang
of
out
this.
with nobody. No, Upchurch just don't leave the woods. And you got.
Why are you proud of that, bro? Why does that make you proud? Like, I really grew up country, man. Like, the thing that you were doing at the beginning of this video, getting the roosters to roost back at you, bro. I grew up around that. I know what that is. What's that mean?
Let's mingle in the dirty, nasty, disgusting city. And then Tuesday, it'll be,
straight.
oh, he must be going broke. He's doing brokeism.
He don't look like he's broke, bro. None of them boys is running around looking broke. Not a one.
I'll tell you this, if I was going broke, it wouldn't matter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about them. You talking about what they say about you. You look broke. I mean, I doubt you are, but you look it. I ain't gonna lie. And your actions scream it. You know what I mean? With all of these videos. I know what you're making off these videos, bro. I make videos too. I am broke, by the way. Like, I'm not a superstar. You know what I mean? I don't have like a cult fan base. You know what I'm saying? I got a few fans. I love them. They support me. I love them back, or they love me back. And I love that. It's fire. I work 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I really work. I really do man shit to put food on the table for my kids and my wife. I really take care of my family. I really lead my family under the Lord's will. This screams of desperation. This screams of desperation. I know that you're hoping that I would do what I'm doing here. I know that you hope that I was going to do what I'm doing here.
I've been broke before. I was happier broke.
Lies. Lies, bro, because what you really want is attention. You're an attention-seeking little whore, church. You're an attention-seeking little bitch, man. And you can say all you want to pretend like you're this real-ass country boy from the woods. And, dog, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You got 3 million subscribers. Let's see. Oh, this isn't his channel. I was gonna say 3 million subscribers, like 20,000 streams on this video or whatever, bro. But like that averages out about what like I do with 9,000 subscribers to 200 videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, but whenever I do an ACAL video, 1,000 views. Like what I'm trying to say is there's stuff that people actually care about and there's stuff that people don't give a shit about. This is one of the things that nobody cares about because nobody believes it, church. Nobody believes in this farce of a reality that you pretend that you live in. And if they do, it's because they're little Colby Myers of the world. Once again, I'm really not trying to disrespect you, bro, but you're a youngin'. You're mature for your age, but you're still a youngin'. You're still super impressionable, and that's obvious because he's just like you. It's obvious that you're a role model to him. I think he's said it, which is great. Except for the fact that you're out here lying, manipulating, and I see that, bro. And like real recognizes real, and you don't look familiar at all, dog. Woo! You don't look real. You don't look familiar, homie. I really don't like this dude after today, bro. And I tried my best, man. I really didn't want to do this. I didn't want to go over the edge and like put myself into a corner. Y'all know I don't like being on sides of things. I don't like picking sides politically. I don't like picking sides in now, artistically speaking, I like to pick a side like who I think won the beef. You know what I mean? Like who I think won rap battles. That's obvious. That's obvious. If you like hip hop at all, that's super duper obvious. But the more I see in your actions, which you remember, you know what I miss, bro? Y'all remember the days when rappers had this mystique, this mystery about them, like musicians didn't have social media, right? So like all you knew about them is what was in the music. It had like, there was none of this buffoonery. I miss those days, man, because y'all are such a letdown, bro. Y'all are such a letdown to most of you.
To be real. Plus, let's just call a spade. Davy Crockett's driveway costs more than your house, your land, all your cars, and everything in your house.
It's a crazy thing to say for congratulations.
Davy Crockett don't even care. What'd y'all try to do?
You do care. That's why you said it, you dumbass.
First, you tried to convince Davy Crockett.
All right, enough.
Davy Crockett.
Oh, my God.
But dude, our friends will give you like a ton of money. Davy Crockett already has a ton of money. More money than Davy Crockett needs. Davy Crockett don't want your money. Davy Crockett wants you to leave him alone. Oh, but no! Then Davy Crockett just sits back and watches. Watches them pull up to the gate, come to the house.
Here we go.
Are we friends? Are we friends? Why are you driving hours and hours and hours to Davy Crockett's house to wonder if we're friends? What are you worried about?
They're not worried about nothing, homie. They're trying to reconcile. Holy shit, man.
What was it that Jelly said that one time? He said, I don't get worried when I can see Upchurch. I get worried when I can't.
Nah, man, enough, dude. I've had enough, man. So, all right, so in this video somewhere along the lines of his Davy Crockett narration, he says that Church and Adam came by his house to say that, to threaten him, essentially, like, you're out of here. That's crazy, coming off the heels of saying that the feds chased them out of town because of their trafficking ring, their sex trafficking ring. Remember that? You just said that last night. And then this morning, they're coming back to town just to tell you that something's going to happen to you, bro? When the Fed's in town, I got to go. What are you doing, church? I don't care who you are. Don't care who you're a fan of. I know this video is really long. If you're still here with me, this is the bottom line. Church is a fraudulent farce piece of shit who deserves everything that's coming to him. That's not a threat. I just know that you reap what you sow, and whatever comes your way, you deserve it. I do not play about putting false accusations on somebody's jacket about trafficking, child playing around with children. None of that. That's crazy talk, bro. Crazy talk. I thought Kendrick was crazy for it in that Kendrick and Drake thing. A minor. The difference is I think Kendrick really thought that, and I don't think that you really think that. I actually think that you're taking a play out of Kendrick's book. That's really what I think. You're pretending to be a Davy Crockett guy, but you really want to be a Kendrick. That's what I think. I think you got money. I think that you lost your musical ability. I don't think that you have talent in your music anymore, and I think that you're jealous that these guys are rapping their asses off, and you can't do anything but release old content. You can try to make music with your dope little band, the Creeker Boys or whatever, man. And the band was ill. Shout out to the band. They carried you, that whole album. You said that there was no leader in the band because of that. Because if you felt like you were carrying them, your egotistical ass would have said, I carried them. Long story short, or long story long, but trying to, shorten it up. You wanted me to pick a side. You wanted us to pick a side. Okay. You got it, homie. My side is chosen. Shout out to ACAL. Shout out to Just in Time. I'm picking their side, man, because they move like real ones. And you move like a lunatic. You move like a bitch boy. You move like a loser. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for all the cussing to the people that follow my channel for the Christian aspect of it. I normally try not to cuss, but I don't have any other words to describe this buffoonery, bro. I don't. And with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I had to get this off of my chest, and I feel like as a commentator, as a spokesperson for, the ACAL, ACAL's dropping an album in 2 days, and you're trying to throw this on his jacket when he's releasing one of the most important albums he's ever released to him. No, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna defend him, because he shouldn't even respond to this. There should be no look or nod your way. He obliterated you in a rap beef. He carries the crown. He took it from you, dog. He took it right off your head, slayed you where you stood. And that's facts. The little homies came through and rode on your little homies. None of your little homies are dope. None of them. Not one. Not even one. That Just Trey dude, he's I see some talent in his right pinky. Other than that, y'all aren't even talented, bro. Y'all are a bunch of nobodies. You have a podcast now. That's what you do for a living. Because you have 3 million subscribers, you make podcasts now. You don't sell records. You're not going to ever sell records well again because you get in your own way. While you could be nodding, saluting, and congratulating somebody like Jelly Roll for paving the way for you to be better and to get better money and to further your career. Nope. Instead, you're going to shit all over him and say that he's connected to sex trafficking. My mind is blown. Truthfully, I don't get it. Don't understand it. Never will. Because people like this, people like Church, are a living, walking, blood-sucking vampire problem because they need attention. They need your validation. They need you to like their posts. They need you to validate their comments. They need you to say that they're dope because they cannot live a normal, regular person life now that they've had a taste of what that attention feels like. They're hooked. You might not be a drug addict, but you are an addicted to attention-seeking whore. And I would say all of that to your face if ever given the opportunity. And with that being said, I'm out. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.